In this video I will be talking a bit about the process making a Ludum Dare 52 game FarmWiz. The people that worked on this game was me, Fighter, and Unidros. My job was programming sound effects and anything else that could be done inside the game engine, while Unidros did the art and the music. The programs used were Unity with C# for the game engine, Krita and Aseprite for the art and picture editing, and for music we used GarageBand, and the sound effects were either recorded with Audacity or made with Oil. What is Ludum Dare? Ludum Dare is a game jam that happens a few times per year, where the goal is to make a game over a weekend with a given theme. This time around the theme was Harvest, and since we were 2 people joining, we were going with the Yam rules, which allowed third-party things and use of old code. I'll mention that more later. This also gave us another day, giving us 72 hours to finish the game, which was good since we had a birthday party to go to on the first day of the Yam, as well as other little stuffs happening. It was 10 o'clock in the evening when we got the theme. We weren't ecstatic over it, to say the least. We found it boring compared to the other choice we had voted for, but nonetheless, we brainstormed games today and went to bed as we planned to start development in the morning the next day. The idea that sounded best to us was a farmer wizard that always made his crops come to life and attack him when he planted them. And so we got to work. This was the first game jam I've started without having a clear plan. Instead I just started coding away at the game mechanics. The morning hours was composed of making a very basic player movement and the pickups. The pickups were easy enough to add a value of the right seed type to an inventory. Following this was our first enemy, the carrot. The carrot's job was to walk to the player and damage them. This is where one of the 2 third-party items used in the project were implemented. This was a pathfinding package called A* Pathfinding Project. Will be linked down below. I was quite happy to find this, as I rather wanted to spend my time developing the game than make more A* Pathfinding code that would not be half as good. So big thank you to the developer of the A* Pathfinding project. What I worked on next was the fields that would spawn enemies and later be planted upon. And the final thing I did for the first stream was making a health bar with columns of health. I always liked that look of those. After the stream I started working on different areas in the game. This included the main hub that was going to hold the shop, the quest giver, and the teleport to the player's personal field. The field at this point in the development was just an early prototype of the first arena in the game. I will talk more about arenas later. This was also the final things done on day 1, as the rest of the day was spent partying. Day 2. When I woke up on the second day, I was very motivated to start developing enemies. So motivated that I actually got the 3 remaining enemies done before the second stream even started. The enemies created was the wheat, melon, and apple. The wheat was an enemy that followed the player and started throwing wheat at the wizard. The melon had a charge attack when it got close, and the apple tree couldn't walk, but it had increased throwing range and damage compared to the wheat. During the second stream, the quest system got started and Old John got drawn. Old John is a quest giver which will help you get to the different arenas to get new seeds to plant in your own fields. That is what the arenas are all about, large combats to give you new seeds. Old John's barn was also drawn during the stream. Following the stream was more quest work, or rather a tutorial to help players get started. The tutorial end started Old John's quest line after you had defeated and replanted some carrots. The final thing of day 2 was more art and animations getting implemented. I still struggle with implementing animations a lot, but I'm happy how they turned out in the end, and the experience was welcome. Day 3. Before streaming on day 3 I made a shop interface and allowed the player to buy upgrades. What the upgrades did change during the day, and in the end we had the upgrades for the basic attack, the special attack, movement speed, and size of the player's field. Each upgrade was made to have up to 3 different seeds needed to buy them. And all was modular, so upgrades could be added in there as well as upgrade levels and costs. I also added a visual inventory to make the players see how many seeds they had of each type. During the stream a lot of things got finished. The special attack got made and animated, all the different arenas were made, a bunch of art got added to make it look good, and the questline was completed. After the stream I added the last piece of art from Unidros, making the game look done, at least to me. And the final push before our time was up was spent on the audio. Me making sound effects for getting hurt and attacking, and Yandros making the 2 soundtracks for the game, one while in battle and one when not. After uploading it, a few people helped me playtest it and we found a few critical bugs and fixes that luckily didn't take long to sort out. And with that, I present it to you. While the gameplay is happening in the background, I want to take the time to thank everyone that dropped in on the streams, the people who talked to us in Discord during the development, and the playtesters, as you helped us make the game as good as we had time for. But what a game! It definitely feels like the best game I have ever made, and it really helped me get the spark back for game development. With that, I hope you all take time to try out our small game. All info can be found below, and look forward to more game day related content in the future. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.